Disclaimer: this channel's content is not intended for the ages under 13, and if you are a YouTube employee or a YouTube bot thinking about labeling my channel's content as for kids, kindly fuck off. Thank you. Hello, random viewer. I'm John Green, and this is the best dinosaur toy I have ever owned. This prehistoric beauty is Jurassic Park's Amber Collection Velociraptor, a dinosaur figure based on the raptor from the original Jurassic movie, before it turned into a dino franchise shitshow. I remember way back when I was 6 years old, seeing Jurassic Park for the first time. It was a movie special on Cartoon Network. I was one of the many kids who witnessed the terrifying might of the bioengineered female raptors. Every time these giant lizards were on screen, it was an intense game of hide and seek, where if you get caught, you got dead. Steven Spielberg, the genius behind the movie, really brought these fossils to life, thanks to the practical effects and most notably, the puppetry. The CGI was okay, which is a weird statement because the CGI was considered the most groundbreaking about the film at the time. But even as a 6-year-old, I thought the CGI was a little off, but then the scene with the T-Rex happened and the analytical side of my brain passed out from all the awesome that was happening. Seriously, these raptors were basically wolves, only they were the size of horses and will outsmart you so hard your last words might as well be, "Clever girl." The kills dealt by these beasts were so brutal, it made me feel sorry for their victims, like Elmo's friend Mr. Noodle. Mr. Noodle! Good luck on seeing that, by the way. With all that said, let's get started with the figure review. The packaging is very nice. The printed detail, the Jurassic Park logo on the top left, hell, even the text look great. For any newborn 13-year-olds watching, the Amber Collection is a giant reference to the scientist John Hammond's discovery in the movie, when he found a prehistoric mosquito encased in amber that somehow carried the blood of every dinosaur, which kicked off Mr. Hammond defying God and anal fisting Mother Nature by genetically creating dinosaurs on the scientific level. On the left side of the window display box even has a mosquito silhouette encased in amber. Not much on the opposite side. On the back, a picture from the movie and some text referencing basically everything I said prior. Nothing on the top or bottom, and now on to the main attraction. Once you get the figure out of the amber themed packaging, you get the figure itself, a stand arm, and a stand base. Just a little heads up, I suggest you put the base on a solid surface and insert the stand arm that way. I tried just shoving the parts together with both hands and almost cracked the base. Thankfully, no damage done. The stand arm has a rotation once it's attached to the base, a hinge at the bottom end of the stand, and a ratcheting hinge at the peg. And to also drive home the fact that this is a female raptor, she has a hole in a very appropriate spot where you insert the peg. This allows you to have some amazing posing options, but the posing would not mean shit if she does not have the articulation for it. And oh boy, while the Indoraptor had decent posability, the Velociraptor has a superior range of articulation. But before we get to that, I want you all to see just how beautiful this figure is. The sculpt is so clean and sexy. The sculpted leathery wrinkles, the muscle definition on her legs, the shades of tan and brown throughout, and the painted eyes. Oh my god! This is the most eye-catching figure I have ever bought. And it gets even better with the posability! Hinge at the jaw and top of the head for a really wide open mouth. A ball joint at the head. Be careful, you can smudge the paint. Ball joint at the base of the neck. Hinge of rotation at the shoulder, single bended rotation at the elbow, hinge of rotation at the wrist, strong, sturdy ball joints at her thick thighs, which I am so happy about because that Indoraptor figure I had, needless to say, his ball joints at the thighs were loose and complete crap. Hinge of rotation at the knee, calf, and ankle, a hinge at the talon on her feet, a very welcome reference to the original trilogy, a ball joint at the base of the tail, and lastly, bendy wire consisting of the majority of the tail itself. It does not go right to the end of it, but the bendy wire allows the tail to have some organic curving. I suggest you fight the urge to pose this around too much, otherwise the tail will be rendered unposable. When she's not pegged on the base, the Velociraptor stands about a good 6 inches in height when hunched, 9 inches tall when standing upright, and approximately 10 inches in length. Now, just a small disclaimer, I kinda sold some of the figures I reviewed previously because I needed money to live at the time, so there will not be an Indoraptor comparison. Instead, here she is next to 2019 Ben 10's Humongosaur, previous review Mario and Luigi, and lastly, my original quote-unquote action figure, the Patriot. This is the best dinosaur figure ever. Granted, this beauty cost a pretty penny by poor man standards, around like $37 at GameStop, but it was worth it. This figure is so well made, it's fantastic. The articulation, the sculpt, the paint, everything about this is just so great. Clearly, I am blinded by my nostalgia and just how quality of a figure this is. So if you want to get your hands on this female predator, I strongly suggest you save some spending money. Now again, I bought her on my local GameStop, so if you're buying her online, be prepared for shipping costs. Other than that, totally worth it, whether you're a Jurassic Park fan or just a fan of dinosaurs in general. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are new here, please hit that like button if you enjoyed my review, subscribe and smack that bell icon to see what I upload next, and follow me on my social media, where you can see my toy photography and everything stop motion related I like and repost. I'll see you guys next time.